Greetings, human. You have successfully summoned an incubus. If you're a repeat client, you know how this works. If you are new, which you seem to be, please inform me of your preferences and tastes. I prefer a written list as stated in my profile. As we haven't spoken before this summoning, I have the right to use this first meeting to get to know you and do any requested activities on our second meeting. And as always, I have the right to decline any activity or stop at any time, as do you. And may I remind you that incubi and succubi are not your playthings or lesser beings and have every right to turn down any request you make. Well, the list. Have I lost you? You're the one who summoned me, correct? I don't see anybody else here. So, list, please. If you forgot to write it, well, I suppose I can give you some time, but I'm not known for being the most patient. What do you mean, what list? Please tell me you did actually read all of the information on my profile. You're not one of those people who just purchases something without reading the description, are you? You don't know what I'm talking about. What profile? You... Let me get this straight. You haven't actually been to my profile. And why did you summon me? I am a professional, you know. I don't just do willy-nilly, spur-of-the-moment little activities. Yes, I could guess that you wanted to summon an incubus. Congratulations. So... Hang on. Are you telling me you just attempted to summon any incubus? Just with a general summoning spell? Oh goodness, that is just... quite the ancient circle, isn't it? I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Surprised you got it to work. No, it's just a little hard to believe that I managed to get summoned by one of these. I have my own personalized circle. This is... well, quaint. So... you really don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Still, surely you did some research. You managed to successfully summon one, so... if you could try not to stumble over your words. I don't have all day. I do have other clients who don't waste my time. This is your first summoning of an incubus, or dare I ask, of any creature? Oh, good lord. You do realize that it isn't our jobs to explain all of this to you. I'm wasting our time, my time. You could just pick up a book. The internet exists. We all not invented it, the least you could do is use it. Well, while I appreciate that you did not mean to offend. And you do seem genuinely distressed, mortified, embarrassed. Quite a good look on you. Almost as if you knew my tastes after all. So, this is your first time then? Sorry. Darling, I meant your first time summoning a demon. Not your first time. Oh, Lord. So, you've also never been intimate with anyone before? So, pray tell, why did you think summoning any random incubus would be the way to go? Or what did you think would happen? That I'd just appear and we'd get into it, and that I'd ravish you? I don't do contractless work. Yes, we do feed on certain energies. And sometimes that can be payment enough, but still I have a schedule, a reputation to uphold. You have no idea who you summoned, do you? And on your first try, and at random, somebody would kill for what you've just been able to do. And you didn't find any of this out because too embarrassed to go searching for this information, but not embarrassed enough to actually commit to the summoning. You are a strange one. But pleasurable on the eyes, especially with you on your knees like that. Right. Seeing as I am free at the moment, and you are quite pathetic, and I dread to think that after I leave you're going to try this summoning again and get an incubus who perhaps isn't as nice. Oh, darling, and if you don't think that I'm being nice, look. We're a species like any other. Some of you humans are wonderful, and some of you are beasts, and really, summoning any incubus at random. You thought that was wise. I do pride myself on educating. Safe, sane, and consensual, darling. Do you have your phone on you? Good. Open up your browser. Or, actually, application store. Whatever it is you use. Type in concubite. like the word concubi, you know, the species that incubus and succubus are deviations of, but with a T and an E at the end. Concubine. Concubite. I didn't come up with a name. Install it. What do you think you join as? Are you a concubus who is wanting to get contracts, or are you someone who is looking to summon a concubus? Well then. I really don't get paid enough for this. I suppose I'm not getting paid for this at all, am I? As of course you'd like to. God, no, not like that. I might have a thing for naive little mortals, but not this naive. I don't take advantage, so. Well, yes, you'd have to set up your profile. Point is, besides the app, however you choose to use it, connects people like you who want to summon a concubus, and people like me who offer their services. This ancient circle summons any random concubus. They're a little frowned upon using, to be honest, because you could summon someone who isn't up for, you know, activity with strangers. Just because plenty of us are, there are those who have a partner, are monogamous with them, romantically in love with them, don't wish to be with anybody else. Get summoned and then turn the person down. And of course, you humans often feel so entitled. Sites like this keep it safer for the concubus and safer for you, because then you also aren't at risk of summoning one who may get very angry or even violent for you summoning them, or someone who is very willing to take you up on your offer, but doesn't know what the word stop means. So, can we be wiser in the future? Good. What's my profile? And what exactly should I tell you? Well, I suppose no, not everyone would be. You think I'm letting you off easily? That I'm being helpful? Oh, you're quite serious. Right. Why don't you have a browse around? Look at the other profiles, the other concubus on there. Their ratings and reviews. How many of them they have. Now why don't you go over to the tab that lists popularity? Are we cluing in yet? I am in the top 10, yes. Not particularly fighting for the #1 spot. I enjoy the type of work I do. I'm not looking to expand into even more things. I have my own limits. Plenty others up there are down for anything, but to be honest, I'm quite proud. Most of the others in the top 10 are, well, allow their humans to take control. I don't. So, there's a couple up there who switch things around, but in terms of purely, exclusively only, dominant, I'm one of, if not the highest rated one on there. You got yourself quite lucky with your little random summoning. Unless, of course, you also prefer to be dominant, which, no offense, but I'm going to take a wild guess that that's a no. Oh, how could I tell? Is that a serious question? Well. Why, are you bothered about the vibe you give off? Needn't be. You could break the circle and I could tell you what I mean. How do you know if you can trust me? Well... Suppose you don't. That's what happens when you summon strangers, darling. Most people who summon me have already spoken and chatted to me online. But, look at my reviews. Don't think I'd be that high up. If I couldn't be trusted. Intimacy, even when there's no feelings involved, requires an intense amount of trust. Again, which is why it is so important you do not just randomly summon people. I cannot stress this enough. Look at that. Breaking the circle for me now. Look. I take one step and you start shrinking away. I'm not going to hurt you. You can't say you didn't realize how much taller I was. Did you think that when you got above your knees it might not seem as drastic, the height difference? Look. May I touch you? Just brush my nails against your cheek. And you shiver. And when I walk forward, you back up. But eventually I will hit a wall, and there'll be nowhere for you to run. And you're not fighting me for the dominance at all. Well, you look a little scared. You're flushed. I can smell it on you, I'll say, this has been interesting. Not often that I'm summoned and people don't know who I am. Well, you still are a little shy. Talking to me as if I'm just any old incubus. It's a little refreshing, but I think perhaps I feel the need to educate you even more. Put you in your place. And that's what I specialize in. Seeing as you haven't provided me with a list, perhaps you could work on that. I'm willing to take you on board as a client if you so desire, and if we are compatible. You don't even know where to begin, do you? How about I introduce myself, and then you can decide. Well, you already know my name now. You've seen my profile. But still, for politeness' sake, I am Silk. Not that you will be allowed to call me that. No. Plenty of you go for Sir or Master, which I have no problems with. I am quite partial to them all. Interesting titles. I do quite like my lord. I'm not nobility, but a boy can dream. But Master is a classic, isn't it? You'll do as I say, and I will tell you everything that you need to do. It could be quite relaxing for you. Nothing for you to think about or decide. If you don't like being ordered around, then this will not work. But if you do, well, not everything has to be done in the bedroom. I can order you around, get you used to it. Essentially, you would be my servant. Maid butler sort of thing. Or a pet, if you so prefer. Doing chores, tending to my needs. And rest assured, I will tend to yours. At my own pace, on my terms. Not that I would do anything that you weren't into. Don't expect any leniency from me. I don't tolerate bratting, talking back, mouthing off. You do as I say and you enjoy it. But you would be pampered if you could. Not that I would take on board anyone who isn't. I do keep my pets well taken care of. And there's those who stop by every now and then. Those I've had for longer. Though, it could all be a bit much for you if you've never done anything like this before. May I inquire, why an incubus? Why not another human? I can't imagine it's been that hard. You're certainly not lacking in the looks department. Ah, I see. Is this a confidence thing? Perhaps you could get something out of me then. As much as you would be the subservient one. Perhaps you could learn a thing or two. And I would take great pleasure in bolstering your confidence. Well, I can get a little protective of what is mine. And do not allow anyone to make fun of them. I don't pick those who are unworthy so clearly. You must be quite the person for me to even consider you as a client. Plenty of ex-clients of mine have ended up in relationships. I've merely been a stepping stone. It doesn't bother me. Do I have a partner? I presume you mean... Yes, a partner, not a client. No. And if your intention of being a client of mine is to hope that I will favourite you enough, then you could be my partner. You really ought not. You shouldn't really think that at all. Plenty of concubine are fine with things happening. Feelings developing down the line, whatever. My sibling being one. Some of us like to be a bit more professional. We don't make friends with our clients. You can come to me, of course. I can make you feel better. I won't say it's impossible, but you should not go into any contract hoping for a new BFF or more. Because the likelihood of that happening, you'll likely just get hurt and disappointed. And it's nothing personal against you. Concubine aren't necessarily a majority aromantic, but there is a higher percentage, I suppose, who are aromantic than there are humans who are aromantic, or on that spectrum of not feeling romantic attraction or not being certain if they do. Most, I think, tend to be more on the demi-romantic side. seeing as we can't exactly fall for everyone that we have intimacy with. Considering we require intimacy to survive, that would be quite mentally exhausting, wouldn't it? If we fell in love with every single person we were intimate with. So, how do you start a contract with me? Well, may I just take your phone for a moment, because I caught a glimpse on your profile, and honestly, this... Right. You're not publishing this. Not in this state. I wasn't asking. Wasn't advice. Was an order. You left the majority of it blank. People want to know about you. You can't be certain that you won't want to hire anyone other than me. I mean, if you're monogamous, that's fine. You're putting a lot of faith in me instantly. Darling, I am not nice. I do wonder what your basis for comparison is. Right, let's fix this, shall we? For starters, if you don't want to share your face on the app, that's fine. I won't force you. But an anime profile picture, really. Oh, my apologies. Right. Well, still. How about a picture of something that represents you? Could be you, not including your head. Clothes, an outfit that you like. You don't exactly have the time for me to give you some sort of makeover, but that's alright, bear it in mind. For now, frankly, a photo of a pet would be better than this. I'm honestly considering taking a photo of the plant on your windowsill. That is how low we have gotten. Right. You'll let me take a photo of something in your room, or I'm taking a photo of your face. There, right? Now, people can publicly choose to show who their clients are. Or not. I do have some of my clients who are publicly listed, but you can pick for yours to be private. But I'll still be able to see you under my list of clients, alright? You've got to put something in here, though. I need to know who you are. Right. Well, my name's a good start. Now, if you don't want me to call you by your actual name, prefer some sort of nickname, that's fine. And by actual name, I mean, you know, your name. Just so we're clear, not sort of any birth name situation. I wasn't getting at that. Whatever your name is, what you consider to be your name. Right. Not that I'll use it much either. It'll most likely be Pet, but... Now, if you're not going to give me a list, the least you could do is fill out your preferences. Again, you can keep these private to yourself, private to the concubus that you have contracts with, or public. Well, I sort of need to see it. So. Right, well, would you like to... You don't know what to write. I know you haven't done this before, but surely you've... I mean, Google is free. Yes, that sort of preferences. As many as you can think of. I give you examples. Though I suppose the two of us will be finding out, more about you. Well. It's a start. You may send me a request. I get lots of them. I don't accept just anyone, though. Well, there's only so many hours in the day, darling. And there you are. And you're in. I would suggest you take the time between now and when I next see you to really think about what you want. I don't think there's much else I can do here today. You'd like to talk more. Right, well, I did say I was free, but it has been getting close to an hour, and not free all day. So, you're welcome to book an appointment with me. And just shoot me a message, I'll get back to you. This has been interesting, but it's not often I get someone who's so untouched. We'll see what I can make of you yet. Now I do have actual pre-booked clients to attend to. Next time, have that filled out. Even if we don't end up doing anything, just so I have an idea about you. Good. Now, next time I see you, I suppose it will be the test of if you can follow instructions. And if you can, well, perhaps you'll get a reward. Until next time. Next time. Next time. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that custom audio and art commissions are currently open. I have 2 separate Ko-fis, you can find them both listed below. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who followed me donated just £1 a month, that would help me out so much and allow me to move out. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, your name allowed in YouTube credits, and 2 exclusive spicy audios every month, with at least one of them picked from your requests. Reminder that I also stream on Twitch about 2 to 3 times a week. And a thank you to my patrons, my fledglings, Phoenix, Antichrist, Isabel, 3-in-1 Shampoo, Silo Moon, Hatchie, Lauren Lovett, The Lucio Archives, Suzzy NK, Cynical Altura, Ebony Voigt, Rasley D, Fruit Island, Nightmare, Liam, CL, Nestquick, Fluffy Dino, Nerd Herder, Mouse, Alley-Oop, Arthur, Jordan Draws, Food Crimes and Fire, Ollie Mac, Rice Puffs, 80s, Ruby, Wraith, Quentin, Carry On, Finn, Euronotti, Lady of the Lake, Asterash, Delmo, Psych, Percy, Hell, The Solar Sis, The Best Cheesecake, Tiffany Boyer, Tired MK, Void, Aspen, Spider, River Heights Puff, Perry Small, Arbitrary Descriptivism, Fashion Beauty, Luna Vix, Lydia Perez, Kate Fry, Joanna Cole, Roses in Blue, Era, Please Don't Perceive Me, Ray Cots, Umino Tenchi, Kiara, Indrid, Nico, Roy Winters, Emily, Sweet Jade, Sammy, A, Tisness, Kit, Your Mom, Arcane, A, Nicole, Natasha Malloy, MX Pink Suit 230, Lauren Ashby, Zorn NB, 675309, Honeybee Proud, Goth Muppet, Aria Nikki Marie, Peachy, Blue, Pumpkin Pie 23, Nicole Thompson, Delilah, Valkyrie Ace, Catcher in the Rye, Despair, Caitlin Mitchell, Arta Chumi, Akina Hina, Yellow with a Lisp, Law, Dawn Robin, Cynical Simp, Alora, Sunny D, Persephone Black, Kenmer, Rebecca R, Crafty Bonkers, Lady D, Brooks Love for Music, Love the XC, Kiwi Starfruit, Cecilia, Delaney, Lily, Fern, Persephone Porras, Oracle of BS, Alexis, Amol in Disguise, SAO, Psychic Frog, Trans Panda, Shay Dowie, Zano, Cue the Cats, Serena, Alpaca Avalanche, Philip Demeron, Steph, Claire Bear, Cassiopeia Crow, Ash, Jabberwocky 78, Chris Vickman, Tyler, Mark, Audrey, Icy, Sam Hellbore, Frowlin Rune, Cat Slane, Weather It Well, Late Nighty Vibes, Demonic Anxiety, Deanna, Jam, Trunks Briefs, Multichromanix, 7, Jesse, WR Artifox, Ethereal Viking, Wibbles, Jazz, Lindsay, Fizzy, Emily, Nick, Nee, Abdessin, Iris Evan, Amara Keen, Raven Nightshade, Athena, Starfire, NX Nebula 420, Mia the Plant Hippie, Alyssa, Josie Moser, Oliver, Aaron Fox, Kiara A. Gross, Maya Copeland, Rin Nexter, Faith, Kai, and Sin. And a thank you to my familiars, Solidaria, Kai, and George.